Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sniper Elite 4. I've often wondered about what other people use for their loadouts in Sniper Elite, so today I've asked my viewers what they use in-game. So before I start, I would like to plug my Discord server, as that's what really made this video possible, and if you want to participate in any videos like this in the future, be sure to join the server because that's where I'll be doing them. And the link is down below in the description. So without further ado, let's get into this. So first of all, we're going to be looking at Cheese Guy's loadout. He's said that he takes the Mosin, the Grease Gun and the Well Rod, 3 packs of silenced rifle ammo and 3 bandages. Goes stealthily, but if his cover's blown, it's all down to the Grease Gun from that point. So first of all, the choice of the Mosin Nagant as his rifle is a very good shout. Undoubtedly the greatest rifle for long range killing, along with the Carcano. The Mosin is a very good choice and is incredibly effective at decreasing the surplus population. The Grease Gun is a solid choice for a secondary with good fire rate and accuracy, although personally I'd rather use an MP40 or a Sten. As you can see, I've maxed out all the weapons in this video, which I did because I assumed you guys all had your weapons maxed out, seeing as they're your favourites. And last but not least, we had the Well Rod, which I really love because of its accuracy and stopping power when upgraded. It is surprisingly high for a silenced pistol. The silenced ammo is a go-to piece of equipment, and bandages are better than medkits, so that's fairly simple. Overall, this is a top quality loadout and I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10, held back only by my dislike of the Grease Gun. Now we move on to Puppy Rules' loadout. He uses the Carcano, which is my favourite rifle, and in the same sort of echelon as the Mosin Nagant in terms of its ability to make Nazis as dead as a doornail, although quite frankly I'd regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade. I have unending respect for anyone who uses the drilling, as by taking the drilling you are clearly and undoubtedly showing everyone that you're the coolest person in the room by a country mile, which is 10 furlongs. The use of the HDM is interesting, as I've always preferred the Well Rod, although it does seem to be that in general the Well Rod HDM debate is actually fairly even split between the community. The HDM's excellent fire rate and high capacity is definitely a plus over the Well Rod, however. In terms of equipment, we're talking 1 S-Mine, 1 medkit, 2 suppressed rifle ammo packs, 2 bandages, which is a very balanced loadout, although personally I'd ditch the medkit and just take 3 silenced rifle packs, because I think that's probably more important. Overall, this loadout gets a 9 out of 10 because I'd rather the Well Rod, but I can't complain because they're both really good. Otherwise it would be a 10 out of 10 loadout. This is something I would actually use. Now we have the rather quiet loadout of Micronation Enjoyer. He has picked the wonderful, beautiful, magical Delisle Carbine, which is the weapon of the resident deity. He also uses the FNAB, which is the Thinking Man's submachine gun, and a very, very good choice. For the pistol, we have the low skill, no skill HDM, which is fair enough. And now after that he tends to just take a ton of heals. This is an excellent loadout, and once again, apart from the HDM, is something I'd actually take myself. 9 out of 10. Now we have Joshua 8998's loadout. He uses the Carcano, the precision tool of the certified player with an A, the MP40, which is an excellent submachine gun, and the Well Rod. I must say that I'm glad to see people representing the Well Rod gang, for our bloody turf war mustn't get too one-sided in favour of the villainous HDMs. The general choice of Carcano and MP40 is very good and will treat you well and kill reliably from basically any range. He takes suppressed ammo, medkits and a trip mine, which is an intelligent choice, although I've always really taken the telemine for my landmine because of the higher vehicle damage. And that's mostly what I use mines for. I don't tend to use them to cover my back, because I tend to take a Delisle, and as a result my back doesn't need covering. Overall, I'll give this loadout a 9 out of 10, because it's just, once again, something I'd actually take. Next up, it's the Soup Lord's loadout. He uses the Mosin Nagant, which is, as I've said, an excellent weapon. The interesting points in this loadout, however, are the secondary weapons, the Trench Gun and the Webley. Whilst it's not exactly quiet, nothing quite says stopping power like some 12 gauge buckshot and some 4.55 Webley rounds to the Nazi German balls. As well as the drilling, anybody who goes with the Trench Gun instead of something that works is clearly an absolute madman, and I mean that in the most positive way possible. As for the Webley, it's simply magnificent, and whilst its inability to go quietly limits the extent of its versatility, it's still a top tier pistol in combat. The selection of 3 silenced rifle ammo and 3 bandages is a good shout as always, 8 out of 10, just because the Webley is not versatile enough. Finally, we have the loadout of Mr. YouTube Man Enjoy. The use of the Mosin is clever as always, and the alternative G43 is something I really haven't played too much with, but it is decent in the semi-auto market. The MP40 is a shout, but the use of an FG42 where available is an incredible choice, because revenge is a dish best served machine gunned. Once again, the Well-Rod gang gets represented with all the usual quietness. And finally, the silent ammo, bandages and telemines are a good choice, especially the bandages, because those who use the FG42 do tend to incur injuries from 9mm Luger rounds. 9 out of 10. Now, let us look at the statistics. Most of us are using bolt-action rifles, which I'm not even gonna lie, I'm proud of. It is glad to see the right side of the argument being represented. The Well-Rod HDM split seems fairly even, and apart from the Soup Lord, who took a Webley, nobody was carrying unsilenced pistols, which surprises me, as I usually take a Delisle and then an unsilenced pistol and just carry 3 stacks of silenced pistol ammo, which is more than enough to last me any level. Secondaries seem reasonably varied. Most people seem to use the MP40, although some people are using shotguns and the FNAB, and that keeps it varied enough. Overall, I must say that I found this video rather fun, and I will leave the Sniper Elite Loadouts page open on Discord, so if you want to submit your loadouts down there, I will make a part 2 if I get enough submissions. So go and do that if you haven't for this video, and I will see you later. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. It costs you nothing and it's a great way to help out the channel. Stay safe and goodbye.